Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Time for another round of an urban world. It's been a while since I've played this one, but I do enjoy it. Going to stick to 3 minutes per round here. Let's start the game and see how we do. The first map is a loading. Okay, we've got some squiggles here, so that could be Thailand, Street Road, Dangadara. Dangadara, don't recognise that one, so gonna have to keep moving. Let's see though. Is there anything else that we can find? Dangadara. Dangadara sounds, could be Vietnamese, could be, we've got some English here. Biogas. Dangadara. Could be Vietnamese, could be Dangadara. Gallet. Gallet sounds like it could be French actually, so maybe Vietnamese isn't such a bad idea. I think there's a big French influence in Vietnam. Let's carry on. Seeing the address all over the place, so we definitely know where we are. We need a country clue now. That would really help. Srikantha is... Sri is very kind of Indian name. And so that's an option as well. India, Bangladesh maybe. Let's. There's lots of clues around here. There really are. So we should be able to get this one. Vijitha Food Corner. So this is not. This does not look like Hindu to me. So that's throwing me a little bit there. So possibly not India. Of course, Sri as well could be Sri Lanka. So. But that is not the Sri Lankan flag. That is the Dutch flag. So that is kind of strange. Or the French, is it? Or the Russian? I can't really tell which way it's hanging at the moment. But it looks Dutch to me. But that's very out of place. Right. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking, is that possibly the Sri Lankan flag? So I think we might be in Sri Lanka. Dangadara does not ring a bell. So I'm just going to progress down here. We've got cattle on the road. Kempas Centre. 30 seconds on the clock. It's probably worth getting onto the map. So I'm just going to get to this intersection. See if there's any more clues. With a quick spin around. In Sri Lanka, I usually see the flag, if I'm honest, hanging around. I'm going to go with that nonetheless as a guess. We're in a city centre, right? So let's go with Gallet. Gallet. Yes. Brilliant. What a guess. What a guess. We saw that as we were scrolling in. I should have looked at the map sooner, but just recognise that word. Gallet or gal. Not quite sure how it's pronounced, but fantastic. Just a few yards, 1,500 yards from the correct location. Brilliant. Not a perfect score, but I don't mind. That's pretty spot on. Saw that at thelastminute.com. Okay, we got the DPD truck. Very good. This looks sort of altogether more western. Oh, we've got there a London taxi. Johncard.co.uk. Very good. Yes. And look, we're driving on the left there, and the drivers are sitting on the right side of the car, so that's good. So we are in the UK. That is okay. Right. Let's have a look then at the signs. Tavistock. Exeter Kingsbridge Station. Right. Okay. So Exeter A38. Let's get in there. Tavistock is down in Devon, I think, which is a county in the southwest of the UK. So is Exeter. Exeter is there. Tavistock, I don't remember where that is. Scroll in a little bit. We're looking for the A38 and 386. 38 and 386. There's Exeter. 380. A30. 386. Okay. So, Lissegard and Tavistock, Exeter on the A38, and Kingsbridge. So, station and university. Right, okay. We're possibly in Exeter here. Exeter, Kingsbridge. Let's just have a little look at Exeter in a bit more detail and see if there's a Kingsbridge around here. The reason I say we're in Exeter is that the university is there, and Exeter does have quite a big university. A379 is the other road, but I can't see that. 376, yes. 377, yes. But not the 379. So just looking at where else there is a university. We could be down in Plymouth. We've got the 38 and the... in fact, I think that is actually possibly more likely an option. So let us back out of there. I think we might be in Plymouth. Big town there with a big university as well, so that's good. Let's just see what we've got here. Plymouth Station, very good. Well, we could have found that out then using another thing. And that is to the north, so we need to just find Plymouth Station very briefly. It's here, and look at that to the north. We've got some pretty major roads here. So I think we might have found ourselves on this roundabout to begin. In fact, I'm pretty sure we saw the Copthorne Hotel there in Plymouth to start. So let's go for the guess. And look at that. Fantastic. 15 yards away from the correct location with just a few seconds to spare. How every good round should be. Got here a small clue. Barbot. Okay. Very small clue. Means absolutely nothing to me. Looks French, does this, at the moment? Just the architecture of this particular building ahead of me is what is making me say that. These lovely wrought iron railings there, very beautiful. Let us see what we can see. There was just a few signs back there. Do wish I'd caught them, so gonna scroll back. Having the old picture loading problem. Seems to have happened a lot recently. Here's a sign. Let's just go with this one. For Porto. So possibly, maybe that's not France then, because that language definitely doesn't look French. We could be in Porto, so that's definitely an option. Going to put a safety pin there and go from there. Let us see if there's anything else we can. Alicantina. Okay, so Alicante, I think, as well is also... Is that in Spain, maybe? Not sure. Porto doesn't mean that we're in the city of Porto in Portugal. It could mean something else. Again, not sure if that is in Spanish or Portuguese, unfortunately. And that's got an @gmail.com extension, so that doesn't help us either. What do we have here? This could be some kind of touristy information sign, or something which gives the game away at least as to where we are. No, possibly not, but worth just looking. I can't decipher the writing at the bottom there, unfortunately. The image quality, though, is exceptionally high here. I have to say it's quite good. So, we should be able to see all the finer details of life. We've got here a bit of an intersection. It certainly feels like Portugal would be a plausible answer because, just look at the climate, what the people are wearing, all that sort of jazz. At the moment, I do feel like I'm kind of just exploring a bit aimlessly. Not sure I could retrace my steps, for example, to see where we started. And feel pretty confident with Porto as a guess right now, to be honest. If I just let you know how I'm feeling. Unfortunately, it does seem to be slowing down a bit. This is rather frustrating when this happens. Don't know why it does that, to be honest. HF Phoenix Porto. Okay, well that is not bad there. We've got the Spanish flag as well. And the time ran out. But look at that. We weren't far from it at all. I dare say we might have been able to look for that HF Phoenix Porto as well. But I don't see it on a... There is HF. So possibly we worked our way down this main road. And that's what we did. I think that that's plausible. So yes, we might have seen that and guessed over there, of course. But look, glad we put a safety pin in there because the clock did run out. Okay, next round. Let's go for 4 out of 5. Come on. Doing okay so far with the 3-minute limit, I have to be honest. Let's get out of here to this main road, if we can. Click ahead, please. Click ahead, please. And, you know, it just seems that we can't, which is quite frustrating, to be honest. So I'm going to go this way and try again. Now, this is the interesting architecture here. This could be the US. Ah, the Salvation Avenue. Edmonton, Alberta. Well, would you look at that? That helps enormously. We've got the address right there. Edmonton is in Alberta. It's sort of up here. This is the oil country of Canada, that's for sure. We've got there something, something, something. Is that just 2nd Avenue, Edmonton? Not exactly sure. Let's try and figure things out. So it looks to me like that is definitely central, and we're looking dead east at the moment. Dead west, sorry. We're looking west to get to the center. So 102 Avenue. So if this is the center, then we're out over here. And in fact, we do see 104, 107. So 102 isn't going to be far. 102 Avenue, Edmonton, Alberta. Do we see, if at all, the Salvation Army on here? That would be absolutely fantastic. If not, that's okay. We don't have to spend too long looking, because on this intersection there will undoubtedly be some other sign to indicate what the crossroads are that we're at. So we've got here a Chinese store as well. 102 Avenue is there again. We've got quite an interesting building here. Do we maybe start there by the iHuman Youth Society? That sort of sounds like it could be similar to the Salvation Army as well, to be honest. Paninis have arrived. It seems quite a pedestrianised area here, and I haven't quite nailed it, unfortunately. I was really hoping to nail it. We've got 102 Avenue. We just need the other one. Double Greeting Wonton House is the one I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead to the next junction here. And, you know, going back to that one didn't actually yield anything useful, unfortunately. We're definitely in a sort of Chinatown because there's a Chinese gate here, so that's interesting. And what road does this put us out on here? With 14 seconds to go, I really need a street sign ASAP. And we don't have one. So just going to zoom out for a quick second and find that I was just a block away. So 102 Avenue Northwest and 102 Avenue 102A. Oh, goodness. Okay, that is quite frustrating. I was on the wrong street, but in the right area. So very good. Next round. Didn't notice the A there after the name. M''X Lock Youth Activity Center. Okay, that's interesting. Everything's in Mara. That's okay. So that is an abbreviation for this word. Mars Axlock. That is interesting. Local council, public library. Well, that's very British kind of phrase here. Does this mean we're in Gibraltar or something? Because this looks like we're in Spain. The brick looks Spanish. The kind of climate looks Spanish. But here we are with all this English writing in English. I'm going to go down the road, I think. Let's just get that name again. That is a very strange word. Mars Axe Lock. Okay, sure thing. Right, well, I'm not even going to note it down. But Mars Axe Lock. Right. I think, you know, Gibraltar's an option. Getting to the riverside here. Now we've got a lot going on, so this is good. Burkitt. trying to keep equal eyes sort of left and right here for interesting clues. This is definitely interesting. Costa, I mean, this is Britain. You know, this is Britain abroad right here. So what are we doing? Duncan Bar and Restaurant. York Minster, did that say? No, it didn't. It said Master Wok. Okay, fine. Cooper and Logistics. CassarCooper.com. Interesting. I think, you know, we're only going to get good clues. I think the waterfront really helps. Just trying to think. It's very... So we're definitely by the sea. That would conform with Gibraltar. But I don't see like a... You know, the famous Rock of Gibraltar. Sardinia? No, that doesn't say that. Forget that. Oh dear. I think I'm just going to go with it. With the 6 seconds I've got left, I think Gibraltar's my guess. But I'm not 100% sure we've nailed the... Oh, of course it was Malta. Of course it was. That makes... It's easy to say, of course, you know, once you've got the answer. But, you know, that makes perfect sense as well. You know, lots of English there. Never heard of this town, Mark's Axlock, but, you know, clearly it's quite a key area. And, you know, this harbour here definitely fits with the shape that we were looking at there. So that's brilliant. I'm happy to have, you know, been given that round, actually. If anything, just because it's interesting, and I've never had it before, I don't think. So, you know, happy with that one. Definitely was in the right neck of the woods, thinking of some Mediterranean city with a British influence. Unfortunately, I was thinking of Gibraltar instead of Malta. But nonetheless, you know, pretty good, I think, on the whole. Yeah, that's actually very enjoyable. So, view the summary. Right, game finished. Well done. 21-371. Well, that guess at the end there rather let me down, unfortunately. We got Sri Lanka correct. Very correct, actually. Real amazing, lucky guess in Sri Lanka, just seeing where we were at the last minute. Portsmouth, nailed that as well. The one in Porto we got. The one in Alberta we got. Unfortunately, we missed Malta. Nonetheless, I've enjoyed playing this map set as always, and I'll try to do so a bit more often. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.